You okay?
I'm good.
Cool. Yo, ladies and gentlemen, we back with another episode of the Grind Podcast. I believe it's episode 35. Am I right?
Yes, sir. No, 34.
How did 34? I could have
did 33.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, 32 was Don Trail. 33 was me and you. And then now 34 with our special guest.
Whatever. I never get this right anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
We're almost to 40.
Episode 34 of the Grind Podcast. You know what it is out here. I don't even know. Anyways, as you know, we are the Grind Podcast and we are your hosts. As you know, I am T Tank. You already know what it is.
What's up, Tank?
That's right. Yeah,
what it do? What it do?
Yeah. And to my right is
it's me.
It's me. It's me, Mario.
All right. For those of you guys who don't know me, I'm AJ, co-host of the Grind Podcast. Yeah, St. Jones 33. Look me up.
Yay! I thought you said you were gonna change your name.
Eventually. I was thinking about doing a name change, like a real one in real life. So if I do that, I might change my Instagram.
You change your name to what?
I was thinking about changing my last name. Don't tell nobody.
All right. Well, I will leave that alone. Hold on. Right. I will leave this alone. Hold on. I don't think so. I've been known this. Hey.
But I don't know if I can, though. I don't know if I can leave the Jones clan.
Jones clan?
Yeah. It's legendary. Hey.
Let me stop. Anyways. I see you, Veronica. Listen. If anybody has not watched this Juvenile Tiny Desk concert, it is everything that you didn't know you need. Watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go watch it. He said it's good, so I'm gonna go watch it.
No, it's great. It's not just good. It's probably like one of the best Tiny Desks you ever seen.
My favorite Juvie song is Slow Motion. What's yours?
Back that ass up.
Oh, okay.
What everybody's is.
So I use like that. Slow motion.
What's yours, Veronica? You have one, Veronica. What's yours?
I like that.
Wow,
she probably don't even know that Juvie. What you know about that?
Definitely nothing, you guys. This is like way out of my league. It's like Gen Z is like not really into that. I don't even know what you guys are talking about. That's how weird this comes.
Are we that old?
I don't know.
I just feel old.
I feel like I just got discovered. like, oh shit, I'm old now.
I mean,
all right. For sure.
We'll.
I don't even want to ask.
Anyways, okay, let's do this right here. Let's do this real quick. Yeah. Right. We do have a special guest, ladies and gentlemen, in the building.
Yeah.
This is Miss Veronica. And let me give you a round of applause.
The one and only.
Yes. Well, yeah, the one and only her. Yeah, for sure.
One and only Veronica. Now, here's a song you guys might know, which is funny because this is like way back in like the 80s. Veronica. Ooh, Veronica girl. You guys don't know it? You know it?
By who? By who?
Yeah.
No, I'm not about to find it.
I had a name for my song, for my name too, AJ.
No, you don't.
That's my song for my name. Another AJ told me about
Who is it by? Veronica. Who is it by? So now I want to know.
Now you want to know. Okay, let's go. I can probably figure that out in like a second. Give me a second. I always played it like for me, I always thought about it like a theme song, like on the way to work. It's like Veronica. Ooh, Veronica girl. And we could do that probably, but let's see, Bad Boys featuring K-Love. Yeah.
Bad Boys featuring K-Love.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm about to find it now because now I'm curious.
1985, 80s song. Real good stuff, honestly, you guys. Like, I don't think they make music like that anymore.
I'm not going to ask you your age, but I'm going to ask you what year, decade was you born in?
I was born in in this wait, hang on. Not this decade, the decade before this one.
2000s.
Yeah, I'm a 2000 baby.
Millennials. Millennium, baby, millennium.
Millennials ended 9999. So 1999 is when that ended. So 1999, millennial.
So you're considered Gen Z?
So I'm considered the first generation Gen Z. There we go.
Oh, okay. First generation of Gen Z.
That's cool.
I don't know what that means.
So that means they missed like Usher and them, and
she probably knows about Usher. I'm pretty sure.
Lil Wayne, she probably don't. Lil Wayne, T.I.
Yeah, that was definitely it was somewhere between like Lil Wayne and Drake and Nicki Minaj, and
that was like Drake, and then was like when she was young.
Veronica, do you know who Trina is?
Trina who?
All right, just make it
the baddest.
No, if you don't know first name, then you don't know.
So I came on this show today thinking I was going to be welcomed with warm arms and cuddles and tea. And you guys are just roasting me right here on the spot just because I'm a little younger.
All up. I just want to know how old I was versus how young you were. That's all.
Okay. So the battle of the ages begins, right? Is that it?
It's all good. Like, yeah, because I be trying to figure out too, like, what do you come in and like how, because that helps us see how you see the world too, because
true,
you experience different things.
Facts.
You all the first ones to experience being out of school without COVID or for true. COVID.
Yeah,
some kids.
Facts.
It's just a lot.
But let's get into your background. So yeah. You are first generation. Let me not miss that. First generation Gen Z. So like, where are you from? Where you're born? Where you grow up?
Okay. That's not bad. I mean, I'm a very like global person. I love traveling. My parents used to travel a lot. They had a lot of they're like nomads. My dad was a diplomat, so he traveled around the world, carry me along. And like basically we're Nigerians, but I was born in Pasadena.
What tribe?
What
tribe are you?
Tribe. I'm Igbo. Igbo. Yeah.
Same city I'm from too, Pasadena.
Yeah, y'all both Pasadenians.
Shout out to the City of Roses. Shout out to the Rose Bowl.
That's what it is, City of Roses?
Yeah.
It is City of Roses.
They have good roses or something?
Well, the gardens. It's just a very nice, always good, very nice city.
Yeah, people from Dina are different. That's all. Anyways, all right. That's what's up, though.
So
I'm glad we got that in common.
Igbo tribe that's from Pasadena. All right. Cool. So you went to, I'm fast forwarding to like college years. You went to college where?
So college was really weird because I was like literally still traveling. I didn't really settle down till like 2020. Wait, no. Well, technically 2019 when I came back here and I started school at Claremont, graduate. But before that time, I went to the University College of London, and then I graduated there. And then I pretty much like traveled with my dad. We'd like go to Lagos. It was pretty fun. I finished a couple like research programs in Lagos as well. So yeah, that's like my college history. I'm finishing right now, trying to get like teaching credentials and like, full-time like professorship positions, and I guess that the goal was always like to always sit down in a classroom, I guess, and just like lecture.
So you just want to be like
amen
in school for your whole life, basically.
Yeah, I want to be in school for the rest of my life, which is so weird to say, but I just realized like that's my dream. Like people be like, what's your dream job? I'm gonna be a student forever. That's my dream job.
A professional student. That's a career.
That's a bar.
That's wild. But
I love that.
You do?
Yes, I love it. Always learning. You know,
I don't
always
like learning that
gaining
much.
new information.
You can learn outside of school. You know how much stuff people have learned.
They say one piece of information can change the course of your life. Like,
yeah, but do you gotta be in school for that, or can you just learn it?
No, you don't have to be in school for that. But I like school because it's rigorous. It's structured. You know, some people can't just learn. They need structure to learn. But I like it because it's like everybody on the same page. Like we all in here trying to get it. You know, for the most part.
For the most part. So, you know, tried that college thing. So, you know, we was there and
I was a little my university years, my undergrad, I was a little too immature. So I didn't really kind of grasp what was going on.
I feel that. I feel like I said, I want to go back to school now because I for sure know I'll be much more focused and I'm not distracted because I already did everything else before, so I don't need to do it again. Yeah, so that's how I feel.
I'm still taking college courses right now, but you know it's a little different because most of them are online.
Veronica, what did you go to school for?
Political science, you guys. I've been doing this for like over 6, 7.
Veronica, we got a lot in common.
8 years. Poli-sci. What? Tell me no. Say it's a lie. My
sister was a political science major as well, so. So yeah.
And she's trying to be an educator. I want to be an educator.
Oh,
we almost twins. You know what I'm saying?
That's nice. So you never want to be like a lawyer or nothing like that. You know, you never want to be inside the system and just fight for justice.
Fight against the man.
You never want to do that. That was never a thing. No.
You know, guys, I've tried that and it hurts. Like it hurts so bad.
What hurts? It hurts. They supposed to hurt.
It hurts your bank account first. They'll start with that. And then they'll start to give you the looks like, would you stop? Like, girlie, stop talking. Are you talking? Are you still talking? Like, stop talking. Veronica, shut up. Somebody tell Veronica to shut up. That's what I get. Job? Definitely.
Why are they going to tell you to shut up if that's what you're supposed to be doing?
Wait a second. Come on now. Let's take a very good example. Okay, as a teacher, okay, you get into a classroom now and it's like, okay, Miss, what are we doing today? And you tell them what they're going to do today and they're like, the grunt. You asked me what we were going to do today. I think that most students expect the answer to be nothing. Like, I feel that's what I'm hearing most of the time. It's like they take the low road always. Like, it's always that. You know what I mean? Like, what is that? Like, you don't want to hear or learn or do nothing. Okay.
They don't want to learn.
No, you don't go to school to learn. What? No.
All right. That's the last
thing we doing. We trying to be with our friends. That's what we trying to do.
Actually, I just came for
You know what I'm saying? Go see that girl we've been crushing on. Our favorite PE class or something.
I just came for those little Cinnabons.
Hey, you know.
Cinnabons.
Yeah, you know. We don't go to school to learn. What you mean? So when that didn't, I guess political science, when you didn't follow that calling, what did you find out that you are more interested in doing? Like, besides that?
Yeah, aside from like political science and like activism, I think that's where like teaching started getting into it. And like, I just fell in love with like the idea of just like, you know, basic stuff like English, math, science. Those are all things that make up political science, which is very weird, right? And I
would never put math and political science in the same breath.
It's a science though. Like, you would be surprised. Like, there's statistic to it. Like, there's always statistic. The population of so and so and the people in this population are more prone to that. All of that is political science.
Yeah, nice.
The science of society.
About your University of London, how is that for you? What school is that?
Where is that?
Exactly. Is that in the UK?
That in London? Because I don't want to sound dumb, so I'm just asking.
I don't care if I sound dumb. Is that in the UK?
She said no.
He's got that tea and crumpets. No?
I don't know, nigga.
What you say? Horseback? I don't know.
You ain't from London, so don't try.
Yeah. I'm going to London though. I'm trying. Shout out to you, though. Shout out to you.
You guys to try like the London accent. It's really simple. It's like a simpleton accent. Where it gets difficult is like you start going into like suburban, British empires and like the Irish or Welsh, and then you can't hear anything. Even British people can't hear the Welsh half the time. So that's why they're not like very on the same page all the time, But yeah, it's pretty simple accent. You just watch Idris Elba and anything, you'll be fine. Like you pick it up in no time.
He actually has a great English accent.
Yeah, because he's an actor.
Not really. Like he started out just like I did, right? So like
swaggy chill.
Literally started out in London, came over to LA, right? Started living in like a little like RV, okay? And then from there, he just became the Idris Elba we know now, I mean, I don't really scam
him now, or I don't know.
It sounded like a little shade. That's all. African?
I would think so. I would hope so. Is he not?
Ladies and gentlemen, we don't know. All I'm saying is he has a good English accent. That's all I said. I don't know this man.
You don't know if this nigga UK, European, American,
look African.
You don't know what this nigga.
Look him up on Wikipedia. Shit.
This nigga global.
Yeah, like Veronica. Like, I'm pretty sure you consider yourself global. Somebody acts like, well, I'm global. Do you believe in the people that say United States is the best country?
Yeah, I think so. I think the United States will always be like an example. Like we set the pace. Every other person just follows suit. Like and I think that that's like the one thing that like separates us from like most people. And like even like growing up like around English people and like still having that identity, it was always a problem because like British English and American English clash in class, in real life, in everything you're doing, right? Even like when writing, I'm like, is it Z? Is it S? Veronica, just write one of the. It's either socialized or socialized. It's the same thing. They're all lies. Bottom line being, yeah, is like when you think about it, it's all just it's really just, it's one of those things where you like
lies.
Really it's lies, like everything. The idea need to be from somewhere, and you're this thing, and you're that thing, and all the different things that make us people we're still people. Like at the end of the day, and I was talking to someone else about this the other day. It's like we're all human. We all have the same features, regardless of what they look like, what they feel like, and all the texture, color, all that stuff. It's like trying to differentiate like different types of trees, okay? Or different kinds of mammals, right? Everybody functions as an independent. There's no body in this world that's alike. Like there's no body that has another body. You know what I mean? Yeah. So regardless of like what people like to say and do, like there really isn't, or shouldn't at least be, any division, because at the end of the day, we're all the same.
Message.
Yeah, I always believe in like, our differences should kind of bring us together instead of like our leaders always just trying to separate everything about us piece by piece. Like everything they can separate about us, they will. And I don't know why. It's like at the end of the day, like that causes division. And that's why I hate personally about politics. I feel like politics create division, not bringing us together as an equal, or trying to be as equal and humane as possible to live in this so-called great country together. Like it's always things that purposely separate this person from that person, or this class from this class, or this race from this race, etc., to put us in these positions where they feel that these different people belong, instead of us just belonging together. You know, that's how I feel sometimes, or most times.
That's me every day, you guys. Like I think about this all the time, and I'm like, cats don't know the complexion of their fur. Like, honestly.
They ain't look like, oh, this light skin ass.
Like nobody, they're not really thinking about stuff like that. And the reason why you see like cats just like mingle with like themselves is because they know that, like, okay, like this person is in my territory. This is my little space, but I need to make friends with this person so they don't eat all my food. And that's where it goes down to like the idea of like resources. Okay. People will continue to divide people so that people can get resources. That's the only reason why they create that division,
Yeah, I agree. I think I definitely agree with that. Did your love for like that kind of, or researching or activism and stuff with political science, did it come from like your mother or father, or where did you get all that from?
I think it was my dad, because like he's like the more like he's a politician, really. And he's the one politician who doesn't really take no for an answer. He doesn't like go with the crowd. He doesn't like conform to like the norm of like just lying, socializing and lying to people. That's the sad part of it, is that like most of the people we trust to like keep us safe, keep us fed, are doing the exact opposite. They use us and then dump us,
Yeah.
And then maybe we should get into the relationship part, because like just think about that. Like sometimes, and this goes to both genders, and you guys, I've been dying to get some male perspective on this.
Oh, well, lay it on us. We got those. I think, depending on what you ask, I may say no comment, or I plead the fifth, just in case. Too many eyes and ears. But feel free, ask. Go ahead.
Okay.
Ask you relationship questions too. What do you want to ask?
No, but seriously, like, like the point I was trying to make is like when you like dump someone, right? Is it because one, they didn't like meet your needs, or is it two, like what exactly is this idea that like people are always dispensable now? Like I'm curious.
I'm confused. Hold on.
He's saying like, why are so basically people would be so easy just to like give up on people, like, like, and treating them like, like they're disposable. Like you can always just get a new one that easy.
People don't value people.
Yeah, I agree. People don't value people.
That's the shortest answer I can give.
People don't value work, commitment too. And I really can't blame people because a lot of that is not really shown. We're not really fed in this society to like value marriage. That's real talk. I see people value having babies before they value trying to get married. Like people are so sure they want to have babies more than they want to get married. That's nuts to me. But we don't see them value marriages, love, commitment, and see what those healthy relationships look like even. Those aren't really shown in society, and they don't even tell you how to get it. It's all about you being by yourself, grinding all you can alone. We don't teach community, togetherness. We don't place value in the strength and the bond between the one person and the other like that, I feel like. So I don't blame people for not valuing that, because sometimes society tells us everything against all that, and what love really means, and how to properly show it, and things like that. So yeah, we're going to treat each other disrespectful and without a thought of who the person is and dehumanizing people and thinking people are just, I don't know, like you say, disposable. Like you can move on to the next. There's more fish in the sea, probably, but
before
yeah.
there's 7 billion people on this earth. Like, what makes you the most important? Because it's me.
Ooh. Not the flex.
I mean, we are one of ones.
She said, because I'm me.
That's it.
That's why, ladies.
Excuse me. That's it.
That's why. Yeah, there may be 7 billion, but I'm one of one. That's what she said. I feel that though. You got to you have to put yourself as a high value. I mean, and treat yourself as that type of high value person.
That's a must.
Because you're not, and that's, I feel like you're not going to fall for anything or settle for anything when you do that. Knowing your worth plays a part in that and what you will put up with and settle for. There's still a certain amount of respect I feel like you should always treat people with, though. If any kind of relationship, like if that's your friend or your ex person you was married to, your baby father, the mother of your children, there should be a level of a boundary of respect that should just never cross into certain disrespect, and we see it all the time in society. It's people be out of bounds and they don't care because they feel like they're being real or they're just telling the truth. No, you're being rude as fuck. Like, you're being really disrespectful. If somebody came at you the way you're coming at somebody, you'd be ready to go off. I'm all about a principle of treating people how you want to be treated. Simple principle for me. Like, if I treat you one way, I expect you to treat me that way. So if I'm acting an ass, I deserve to get it because I'm acting the way towards you. But if I'm treating you with kind love and respect, I deserve that back, So I don't know. It's just what it is. Why? You've been in a toxic relationship before, Veronica?
Who has though? Like, that's the question. Like, what's left? I honestly told like a lot of people, like, after the pandemic, I feel like all the good people got married. Like, this is like, everything left is just like, well, let's try. let's try. All the good people are gone.
I emphatically disagree. There's some good people still out here. God damn it, I'm one of them. What you trying to say here? I'm not the weeds after the grass is gone. What you mean? Anyways, so why was it a toxic relationship? Go ahead, talk about it, or what you can say. I ain't trying to get nobody in trouble in here.
Yeah. Well, okay. I'm gonna call this particular story "Stalker Boyfriend" because this absolutely blows my mind. Absolutely blows my mind. I think that what happens most times is like you set a boundary and like people try to like test you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can
for sure.
Like, you tell like your significant other, you'd be like, hey, like, I want to like go shopping today, right? Or like, I want to go get something today. Do you want to come, right? And the response will be, okay, maybe, okay, yes, or they're just like not listening. You know what I mean? Like, it's like they say yes, they say maybe, and then don't follow through. Is that you? You don't follow through?
Yeah, because my maybe, you just know my maybe's a no. I'm just saying maybe. Like, stall the time. Like, maybe you just forget about it,
I get that a lot. No, seriously, let's get it this way. If you can be honest and open, like, hey babe, like, I don't want to go to the friggin' mall. It's so boring and the people are so weird. Like, I feel like if you can just open communication, and I think that that's what like a lot of like masculine father figures don't teach or pass down, because we don't have that. Like, culturally speaking, my dad will tell me, and I'm a daddy's girl, like, he'll be like, you don't cry. Don't cry. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? You don't cry. This is not I don't want to see you cry. I'm like, what? You don't see me cry? Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
That's safe space. Interesting.
It is what it is. Like, you can't cry, you can't be emotional, you can't be vulnerable. And that builds in your head, like, okay, so what now? What's left if I'm like this strong woman or strong man, right? Like, anything goes, right? And I'll be fine. But it's not true. It's not true, because if you don't set that healthy boundary, if you don't have that self-awareness, like, this is my threshold. This is where it has to stop. Like babe, don't do that. Like, please don't do that. Yeah. Don't do that. That's my point. That's my you can even tell people, like, this for me is a trigger. Like, that for me triggers a lot. Like, could you stop that? Like, it makes me feel very weird. And then you explain, like, why. Like, oh, there's a little story behind it. You express yourself. But most people don't want to do that. They want to hide and pretend like it's all okay, and it's not okay. And you can't tell what your partner wants or how they want to be treated or what they want from you at every given. You can't read a mind. Can you read a mind? I can't read.
No, I cannot.
Nobody can.
No, not
nobody.
That's why I think communication is very key all the time, because I always say I want to be in so much communication and know my significant other so much to where she don't have to tell me anything. Like, I can just tell. Like, if I'm on the phone with her, I can tell what kind of day she's having, and I'll know what to do to help that bad day without her saying anything, without her just being like, oh, it's okay. Like, I'm fine. But she's not telling me why, but I know something is, but I know how to give like a remedy. Go out and get her favorite ice cream if she like it. Get her favorite flowers that makes her feel better. Something like that. Like, I want to pride myself on really knowing the person I'm with to that magnitude. Just being aware and attentive, I think, following love languages. Treating person how they need to be treated. You're not going to know it every second, probably, for sure. But I mean, you're not oblivious if you really communicate and pay attention and spend time with a person long enough. You just know them, at least the core of it all. Maybe not every day of every mood and every second, but for the most part, you should be able to tell.
May I ask you a question, Veronica?
Go on, AJ. I'm listening.
Okay. So you said that growing up with your father has made you a daddy's girl. So I'm guessing you're saying that along with becoming a daddy's girl, you picked up, some, I guess, I'm not saying lack of emotional stability or sensibility or something like that. I'm just saying, like, a little bit more masculine. Like, you ain't tripping off some little nigga shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I ain't tripping off that shit. Like, I'm good. How has that affected your relationships that you've been in? Like, since you're a little bit more, like, you ain't tripping off stuff that most women would trip off of. Like, has that hurt your relationships or benefit your relationships?
Honestly, like, I've looked at it from a lot of angles, and sometimes, like, when I'm like physically like weak and like my quote unquote more feminine side is like completely vulnerable, I'm the kind of person, like, I'll cry, but I'll cry like in the pillow in the middle of the night, like nobody's gonna know. And then sometimes, like, it's like this, like, it's like a voice, and it's like this, like, that dad voice you hear in the background when, like, he's on the phone with like a business partner. That's another voice. And so, like, I keep thinking about those two people, like, as two different Veronicas. Like for me, I'm like, okay, so what do I need today? And how can someone else provide for that? What the kind of support do I need? Like if I'm like completely like just, and then what days like I'm just like completely like red vein right here, forehead is just protruding outward. I'm like, what can I do to help with that as well? Like, so it's like taking time can be taking time in relationships to like really think about what I need and what my partner needs and how we can like compromise on each of those things is I think the bottom line. Like most people don't know this, but like in every relationship there has to be compromise. Someone has to give. You know, like it's not going to be, and Michelle Obama talks about this a little bit, you know, she's like, you can't do 100% every day. Like, yeah, 50-50, that's not a thing. Like you try, but it's not a thing. Like it doesn't really exist. You know, like you have to, some days you're going to be like flat on 0 and like your significant other is like on 100 and you have to find a median point to meet them right there and just be like, yeah, let's just make this work, you know? Mm-hmm. And that's you know, it doesn't always have to be butterflies and love and cooties, you know, it's not always good.
You ain't gonna feel love all the time, every day of every second. That's not it. You're not gonna feel like you love that person. You love them, but you're not gonna. It's not gonna feel. The feels ain't gonna be there every day. Like you're gonna be like, I don't feel like being around you today, or I need some space from you today, or you know, like you know, it gets that way, and that's not taking away like you don't like saying you don't want to be with that person. You just have your times where you need space or you know different moods and whatever, and you just don't feel like dealing with that person, or you just don't feel your best, like you said. Did that make people that you were with kind of like mad? Like, what did they complain how you were about that? Like you being so unemotional, available, and you being kind of maybe isolated at times, if you will, and not opening up, or being kind of, I don't know, did they accuse you of being stubborn sometimes, or did they have to like pull stuff out of you at times? Was that kind of stuff you would say that they would complain to you about?
Definitely. You guys, this is not a therapy session on air, right? We're not doing therapy on air, but this is good stuff. Thank you.
Just the grind.
You know, therapy.
I thought we was going to be talking about Supreme Courts, and then we went straight to relationships.
It was her fault. She started it.
No. We started from politics, and let's get this straight. How do I explain this? Like, maternal relationships kind of are the basis for everything we see in the world. Like it starts from home. You know, we can explore the other aspects.
Yeah.
The most fundamental.
Everything.
Facts.
It's like fundamentals of the race wars we have, most of the wars we have, everything really stemmed from a guy literally getting up from like, I'm sure, like I always have this thing in my head, which is like, for me, it's like I see a guy like leaving Africa with like a hobo stick and he's like, I'm going to make it in this world. And he just moves all the way to Europe or something and just like starts building something. And that's like, for me, like what I picture the world evolving from, you know, someone like just saying to themselves, I'm going to isolate myself and make the most of it. Don't you guys feel that way sometimes though? Seems like that.
I don't know.
I do. I feel like I'm creator of this bitch. I'm master of the universe. How Jody said.
Joseph Summers, I am master of my ability. Today.
What you look see when you look around here? Commerce, nigga.
For I am the master of my abilities, and today is going to be a great and beautiful day.
We got millionaires. How many millionaires you got on you right now? The Dino can.
Listen, I don't know, man. I don't know what I'd be doing these days. I just wake up, I try to pray and let the Lord guide these steps, and I see where I land after that. Exactly. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing because every time I'm like settled into something or I have a goal or something that I have worked on, I'm settled in it. Life has a habit of lifing, and then I have to adjust. So I can't always just have my feet planted. There's always got to be one foot in and one foot out, ready for the next thing to just come, and I gotta adjust. So it's
be prepared. Be prepared. If there's anything you take out of this podcast, everyone today listening, is like you have to prepare for the worst case scenario at all times. Like, make it up in your head. Don't say it out loud, but just make it up in your head. You're like, everything goes to shit. Like today, what am I gonna do? Like, what's my next best solution? And I got this from a doctor, and she was like, you gotta prepare for like worst case scenarios every single day. You wake up in the morning, go through a drill in your head of every single thing that could possibly go wrong, and then think to yourself, but it's not going to happen. You know, it's not going to happen. It's great. It's a great day. Sunny is shiny. It's going to be a great day.
Veronica, do you have an escape route?
I'm like one of those like zombies.
I feel like you got an escape route, Veronica. You have an escape route. Where are we going? We out of this bitch. Something go wrong. Just go to Veronica's house. We are out of here.
She has an escape plan for sure. She's traveled too many times, too many places. She knows things that we don't know.
Not having
Cali. We in Cali. We all in Cali.
No. She's in Cali, but she's been to other places. She's been groomed to be prepared. You understand? If it's anybody who's gonna survive an apocalypse or something that she knows the government is up to, she'll be gone and we'll be here because she knows something we don't.
I just hope everybody has an escape route.
She has one. I'm pretty sure.
Aliens were to come. We need an escape route. I've seen too many movies. Mars Attack was real.
It was not. When have you ever seen that happen? Like, you ain't seen no damn what you call it, UFO flying around this damn sky. Maybe you have. Who knows? You probably have seen it one a few times. You probably seen spaceships before, AJ. I'm almost sure you have.
Oh man, I had to say that was.
I went to a conference one time. This was a political science conference, and the guy there is like a teacher. Like he writes like textbooks on statistics. And the guy is like coming in there. He's like, this was in New Orleans, okay, Louisiana, and the guy he goes like. Wait, am I doing this right? What's this?
I thought you were trying to throw up a gang sign for all I know. I don't know.
That's like this piece.
I'm not good at stuff like that. My core can't. I can barely throw
aliens.
What is this?
I can barely the west side. Okay, like, and I got to really concentrate to that. I can't do it quick.
I can't do it, man.
Like people have this shit. Like. My hands don't work like that. My hands work. Don't get twisted. My hands work.
It's not Star Wars, is it? Because the guy's like, he goes like, humans aren't really from Earth. I'm like, what?
I believe it.
Like, we're from Mars. We're from Mars. I'm like,
there has a whole theory that the white tees are aliens. And it's a real theory she has. I'm telling you, she has a real theory.
You know what? I am almost convinced too, because I gotta tell you.
Theory. She has a whole story, like a real theory, like a real. She breaks it down. I'm not playing. One day she's gonna be on the spot, and I'm gonna have to explain to you guys. This is a real theory of hers about a lot of reasons why white tees are how they are. But that's a whole different story for a different day. So yeah,
white tees.
Our Caucasian brothers and sisters out
here. Okay. I was about to say, I was like,
he met you like white tea.
Not white tea. White tea.
White tea? Like, why? Never mind. Let's move.
Just continue.
Okay.
No more.
Oh my god! So, can we talk about some of the cases that we were supposed to talk about?
Man, look, it's been some major Supreme Court decisions. If anybody doesn't know, and Supreme Court been getting wild to me. I'm not that political, but the stuff I've been seeing just a little bit ridiculous. they've been getting wild. They making these. I already have a problem with them always making these rules, one that probably don't apply to them, or things that they should not have an opinion on, especially if it don't got nothing to do with them. But, that's my whole little quarrel. Some of them that I managed to look up was the affirmative action.
Ooh!
I guess it said that the court...
It's spicy right now.
It said that the court ruled that race conscious admissions policies at Harvard, a private institution, and University of North Carolina, a public one, were unlawful. Basically, it says where the public stands, private colleges and universities should be able to use race as a factor in admissions, or private colleges and universities should not be able to use race as a factor. So the question is, some people think that private colleges and universities should not be able to use race as a factor in admissions. Other people think that they should be able to. So what do you think?
Well, I guess I'll go first since nobody wants to speak.
No, y'all.
I will speak on this.
I will defer.
I will speak on this.
I will defer to you two political science majors. So
has anybody? Well, you got to think about it. Has anybody ever that benefited from like an affirmative action program that has helped them get into college?
I don't think so. I don't know. Like I know
it helped me.
I mean, I guess they have certain. I mean, in my knowledge, aren't there like certain grants out there like geared towards your situation or your race and things like that
it's
to help you
programs, all of that, and they admissions they literally help you get into college, pass college, and be successful. I understand why people want to go to merit-based like admissions.
Okay,
I understand it. It's probably like the most fair thing. But the reality of the situation is that a lot of our culture, our people are facing. We don't have the tall end. We got the short end.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So we're already at a disadvantage. So they want us to be merit based, but then when we look at our schools and our programs, lack of funding, lack of teachers, staff. Like the environment as far as the schools, it's like, how can you want us to compete? You know what I mean? Like merit, like nigga, put me in the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then you put me in the game with my sneakers is messed up. You know what I mean? Yeah. My gym court that I've been practicing on, if the rim slants like this, you know what I mean? So it's like a lot of us that's in our culture is at a disadvantage.
So you're saying if it's fair, if it's fair, taking it out, I guess would on the surface it will look fair. But if we're looking at what fairness looks like,
what's really fair?
It's not going to look really fair because our fairness is going to be down here while their fairness is up here, which gives them an advantage.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you guys see with the inclusion, diversity, equity, equality, like the guys are like trying to look into like a baseball game, right, over the fence. Have you seen that? It's like a popular meme. I wish I could just like show you guys right now. Just like it's like equity, inclusion. You guys, you see that? It's like a meme and it's like a photo. It's just the quick photo, and you see what the world really looks like because Jeff Bezos, for example, like he's like literally looking at the baseball game from like the sky, okay? And then the rest of us are like either like there's a small kid who's like trying to look in, and he's like he has like a little like stool up to get him up there. He still can't see, but everyone has just about the same thing, but different heights, right? Okay. So Jeff Bezos is like up in the sky because he's taller than everyone, yeah, and we can understand why he's taller. Resources, right? And then everyone else is just like trying to look into this game, and we're trying to look into like what our life could look like, but we're just like cut off either because we're not tall enough, or we're not rich enough, We're not pretty enough. We're not. I'm like, yeah, it all boils down to this, right? Resources. And the idea of inclusion, diversity of action is to open that door a little bit. That fence is like, just tear the fence down. Like, just leave the fence alone, you know? Like, there shouldn't even be a fence. You know what I mean? Yeah. Why do institutions all up everything? Like, why is it that you can't just get a grant, okay, that can just work for you as a student of a school? Like, it doesn't make sense that you have to even, quote unquote, compete for all this stuff, you know? Yeah. Like, what's the idea of making us all compete? It just, what does that mean? What's the essence of it? So you feel when a guy comes out winner and he's like, oh yeah, that was great. I felt good. And there's only one guy.
That's a real good point, because why isn't higher education universal and free for everybody? Like, why, if I wanted to learn and get a higher education, why can't I just go? Why do I have to pay? Yeah. Why do I have to compete? Yeah. And like, oh, I got to compete against my classmate. Oh, why can't we both go to Yale or Cal State San Bernardino? Or,
shout out to the Oaks. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a great point.
Yeah. Yeah. I can see, I mean, on one hand, I get, you know, I like fairness, but if it's taken away it's not really an advantage. If it gives me something, a resource to get me on the same level playing field, or at least keep up with the more privileged that can access and just go and do that, then why take that away from us? Because you know, once you do, like, it ain't gonna be no contest.
That's the worst part, is that it's always people of minority groups anyway that are always causing the most like havoc, you know, for the rest of us, basically. But think about this. An Asian man walks into the Supreme. He already has, let me explain the way the Chinese and the Asian systems work a little bit, because I've had like friends from all over the world, including China, Shanghai, Beijing. Okay. And I used to talk to her. She'd be like, yeah, I just get like my money. I'll pay it later, but like, I'll get it now. Right. So they have access to like an enormous amount of money where like they're coming from. Like, you're talking about legacy people around here in the U.S. And I'm talking like traditions and dynasties that have been plummeted, like just money all over the place. And they give them all this funding to just travel. So go. I remember when there was this case, right, in the UK. I remember this case very vividly. And it was like the intellectual property case, right? And they were suing China for intellectual theft, right? And the idea was most Asian students come into some of these countries, acquire all the knowledge they need, okay, go right back to where they came from and just use it and develop the entire system far beyond what most quote unquote colonials did. Heck, the way the Chinese are in Africa right now, it will scare you. That's how deep this is. It goes really deep. They're harvesting all this lithium from the Congo, okay? And the kids are the ones digging all this stuff. Babies,
what's
5 years old. It's lithium batteries. You know, the batteries cells we use in our
cell phone.
Everything. Cell phones are basically mined by kids, babies. I'm talking 5 years old to like 12 years old.
Wow.
That's what we're dealing with. That's where we're killing children just to have cell phones. That doesn't make sense to me.
What would I'm trying to figure out I don't know what's the main state in Africa that has the lithium. I want to say it's Liberia. No, can't be.
Democratic Republic of Congo is one of the, like, when it comes to like exports, production, that's where you get most of the lithium you have. Yeah. They'll say it comes where else, but where it comes from, just so they can limit the amount of actual knowledge that's getting out there. But if you go to places and you see firsthand what it looks like, it will scare you. Like, literally, you won't be able to walk like for a while. You just be in bed, you know? And then I wonder why I'm emotionally unavailable. We're going to sidetrack right there. Alrighty.
Another thing that they were...
Don't harden your heart.
Yeah. Another thing that I guess they voted on, which is big, according to that, is the student loans. They voted 6-3.
What was hold on, before you go, what was the last vote for the affirmative one?
It was a 6-3 vote as well.
I wonder what's going on.
Well, you know, Republicans, they ain't gonna try to give.
How many conservatives versus liberals on the Supreme Court?
Well, shoot.
Let's see, guys.
I don't know how much. I can't give you that statistic.
Shout out to my babe on.
But
what's up, baby?
Anyways, student loans. They voted 6-3 against Joe Biden's program proposal. I guess the court ruled that the Biden administration's plan to wipe out more than $400 billion in student debt was not authorized by Congress. That sucks. I guess
I was mad as shit when I seen that. I was like, I seen somebody on IG, I think it was Shonda. I was like, oh, she got the forgiveness. I was like, let me check mine.
I guess.
I looked at my shit, still damn.
Still the same. That shit did not move.
Damn, Supreme Court.
I guess
give me that little forgiveness.
It said that the administration did not overstep its authority with his debt forgiveness plan, and then something they did overstep. So the question is, the Biden administration announced the plan to give up, up to $20,000 in student loan forgiveness to people who make less than $125,000 a year. Some people think that the forgiveness plan, the Biden administration overstepped the authority with the forgiveness plan. Other people disagree and think that he didn't. So it's asking, what do we think? I think it's not about overstepping. I just think that anything that gets us out of debt and makes us not owe anything and takes from our pockets and make them richer, they have a problem with. That's what I think. I don't think it's about that at all. I believe he could have did everything right. But if it doesn't make them money or doesn't benefit them and make them richer, I feel like then they don't want any part of that. Because why would you not? The money is not that avenue. I feel like money is not coming in. So that's what I think. But I digress because I don't know this. I'm asking y'all. What do y'all think?
Veronica, you want to go for it?
That's the answer. I think at the end of the day, and we can talk about like race and religion and all this other stuff that they use every single day, textbook classic divide and conquer strategies. Okay. Yeah. End of the day, ask yourself, what exactly does every person need? Food, shelter, money. It all boils down to money. And if it comes down to money, there's nobody who wants to give you anything for free. There's no free lunch and free town. You guys heard that one yet? No, not yet.
So all you guys who went to college and y'all thought y'all was gonna get those loans paid off. You better go to work, nigga. Go to work. Invest your money. Invest your money and pay your loans back. Pay your debts. It's all right.
I ain't paid mine, so they're
gonna. Mine's coming eventually.
Uncle Sam gonna have to wait for me.
Yeah, I got like $5 loan repayments. So,
hey, that's something.
Yeah, $5 not bad.
Sorry,
don't judge. Hey, don't judge.
I'll tell him how I did it, but I ain't gonna tell him.
I got the keys. Major keys.
I'll tell him how I did it.
That's not illegal. I don't know.
Hit me up.
Yo.
Hit me up.
Yeah, that sounds kind of illegal. But you can tell me after the pod is over. I'm gonna need that.
I don't know you can, because I know.
Hey, hold on.
I know you, so I don't know. But we'll see. All right.
You don't know me like that.
Anyways.
Hey, man.
All right. So
beat the system. That's how we get through
Anyways,
this. Okay?
Joe Biden, good. Okay. Do you give? Let me ask y'all this: do you give Joe Biden props for at least attempting?
Yes, I do.
To get rid of the student loan.
Yes, I do. I think that's more than anybody has done, including Obama. So there.
Veronica, what about you?
Yeah, I think he's trying a little bit more than, Barack did. But I'll tell you what, okay? It takes more than one guy in office to try and make half this stuff go away. Like, I don't know. There's no amount of holidays we get that's going to even make it better because it's going to get worse before it gets better. The holidays are already pissing people off. They're like, oh, what? What the fuck is you? And I'm like, okay. Good to know. It's good to know you feel that way. But Jews got reparations, okay? And they have an entire, the whole of Israel was practically carved out of Pakistan just for the sake of a few, you know? And then they give them houses for free, okay? Now, I don't know what to tell you guys, but if you keep thinking to yourself, oh, I'm asking for too much, or I'm doing too much, or, nope.
You're not.
You haven't done. I don't think our ancestors are happy yet. None of them. Not a single one of them is smiling right now.
For what you want, y'all. That's all I got to say. Keep going, get what you want.
Because it's that theory to me that I always say, like, they try to, and we get fooled as a society, like get distracted because they like to throw us little crumbs and say, like, hey, be grateful for that. Or like distract us with, oh, we'll give you this so you can be distracted so you can stop talking about what you need. Stop really talking about what you want and keep you quiet.
And fight yourselves. Don't forget that point right there. Okay, we talk about, like the, what the YT man is doing all the day. But can we understand the fact that without him, we still have little problems that we as individuals in our communities, we need to pick up some slack. Like there's a lot of stuff to
accountability.
What would you say what would you say the biggest problem in the Black community, international or domestic, like just Black people, period? What would you say our biggest problem is that we need to try to solve to get better?
I think if you think about it this way, sticking together rather than killing off the next person helps you much, much better than anything else. And this goes for, I'm talking to all the politicians from all those countries that keep swindling their own children to feed themselves. They're so fat back home. Like they're so fat, like really fat, like they're eating themselves up. You're
talking about international in Nigeria, right?
I'm talking like back. Most African countries, are dealing with like these and I want to use the word glutinous people. Like they're glutens because they think of themselves not in the food aspect of things, right? But in more like this greedy. It's so irking to have people that are supposed to protect you, create wealth for you, make sure you're fed after everything that we've been through as a community. You keep going back to stick your hand back in the same wound that was created by someone else just to make sure you fill up your pockets,
Yeah.
Well, we interviewed Kevin Eze. He's Nigerian. I think he's also Igbo.
I believe so.
Igbo, sorry. Let me say Igbo. And we spoke a lot about Nigerian politics and what's going on. I think they got an election coming up, if I'm not mistaken, as well as we do here in the United States. Shout out to the Purple Fox podcast.
Yeah, shout out to them for sure.
Eze, he talked a lot about political stuff, Nigeria here in the States. And, he spoke pretty heavily on what's going on and, the injustices that has been done in Nigeria as like the Black massacre, what was some other stuff he was talking about. And, I guess he's backing somebody. I can't remember the name of the guy he's backing right now. Yeah, but I guess they're trying to have a party that's for the people. in Nigeria. I'm not trying to go too heavy into the Nigerian politics today, but like, how do you feel about like Nigerian politics compared to the States? Do you like it better out here in the States, or do you feel like Nigeria is like, it for you, or is it like it's going to shits? Like, do you have faith in your origin country, I guess?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't even call that place an origin country, because what it is more of an export country. What they do is export goods. They don't originate and make sure everything in there is well taken care of. I think, you can have a place that is vast and beautiful when it comes to resources, right? You can have and I come from one of the most like oil producing states.
You said Lagos, right?
No. Delta. Lived in Lagos, but Delton. I'm a Delton. So the idea here, you've heard of the Niger Delta at least once in your lifetime, right? The Niger Delta.
First time.
Never?
First time.
Yeah.
First time? Okay. It's definitely something like most people who are interested in like oil exports, imports, like they deal with that, because like you can't really go past like sub-Saharan Africa without touching the Delton River, almost like it leaks into the ocean. That's how big it is. It looks like a Y, like I will ask myself like, why is it so vast? Because that was the same waterway that was used to like infiltrate a lot of African cities, back when
colonial,
so why?
That's the route.
It is.
That's crazy. Huh?
And so crazy. Like, you can think about that like for a second. Like, you have what it takes to create wealth. You have what it takes to stop poverty. You have what it takes to quench hunger. And you still choose to do the exact same thing that was done to you to hurt someone else. And I'm saying this you statement's just hypothetical, you guys. I don't know if I guess I'm sounding more, it really comes from a very, very setting place, really.
It's a plane.
One last political thing that I'll get into, which is kind of crazy to me, but I guess this one's about religion, free speech, and gay rights.
Dang, what a combination.
Here we go.
What a combo.
They decided 6-3, the court ruled that a web designer has a First Amendment right to refuse to create sites for some same-sex weddings despite a state law that prohibits discrimination based on sexual orientation.
What state was it?
It doesn't say.
It doesn't say what state?
It doesn't say. So where the public stance is, such a law does not violate business owners' rights to free speech, or such a law violates business owners' rights to free speech. So I guess the question is, Colorado law prohibits businesses, including creative artistic businesses, from discriminating against gay customers. Some people think that this violates business owners' rights to free speech. Other people think it doesn't. This does not violate business owners' rights to free speech. What do you think? I'm going to say this. What's messed up, and I remember my uncle sent this to me. Mm-hmm. The lady wasn't even working on anything related to that. She just had a problem with it. Like, she wasn't like working on no site for no weddings, or that wasn't her lane. So it didn't seem like she had a problem with that. She just had a problem with
that they were gay.
Yeah. That's what it kind of reads like to me. Hey, what do y'all think? This is interesting to me I'm going to tell you this about free speech. I believe in free speech. What I do believe in, though, with free speech, you are not free from consequence. So, yeah, Chris Rock, you have free speech to go up there on that stage at the Oscars and say what you said about Jada, but it did not say you was not excused from the consequences of getting your ass slapped by Will Smith. I'm not saying he was right. All I'm saying is, for people who want to talk about free speech, they forget that they're not free from consequence. Yeah, you can go Yeah, go ahead. You can go to, I don't know, somewhere and say, well, F you and F all this. If your ass get jumped after that, well, you're not free from those consequences, my guy. That's what I say about free speech and about
So who was trying to do the business was saying they have the right
to
free speech, right?
Well, I think they have the right.
The wedding business or photographer.
I think they were saying they have it says such laws do not violate business owners' rights to free speech. And I guess what I want to say that I guess they're saying like we have a right to not give you service.
Because we don't
support
this.
Yeah. That's what they're saying. Then but Sam's saying that violates a law.
Yeah. Discrimination laws.
That exactly.
Yeah. Which is basically I can't remember what amendment is. First 6
businesses have the right to like deny anyone. And is that a California thing, or is it just like, because I know like you get into a store, they'll be like, we have the right to deny you service for any reason, right? Isn't that a thing?
Yeah, you can deny service to someone.
Yeah, but based on your, what do you call it?
I think even if someone is coming in your store and they like Nigerian or black
or gay,
can you just say, nah, you can't come in my store?
Yeah.
Don't know.
I think you can, right? You got the right to refuse service to anyone, but I don't know
audience.
If they prove it's discrimination, I think you might have a problem.
You might have a problem if it's proven. How can you get proof of stuff like that, though?
Discrimination. I don't know. Remember the Starbucks guys, the guys who were in Starbucks and they called the police on them?
I mean, well, it says the law prohibits businesses from discriminating against gay customers, but some people think this violates business owners' rights to free speech. So the law, I guess, is saying like you can't discriminate, but they're saying as a business, well, that should be my right to who I go to service, to be in service with. So
or
because promote.
Mm-hmm.
So if they're like gay, then they feel like they.
So you have two laws clashing,
right? And I don't know. I feel like I don't.
So free speech.
My whole thing is.
So what's more important, free speech or
equality? What do you want to say?
Your
like
right to not be discriminated against.
Right. I don't believe in discrimination. But I do believe like if you don't feel comfortable with something, you should not be forced to do something.
Mm-hmm.
But I do believe at the same time, you should have that right. It should not be looked at. What I have a problem. Okay, I don't have a problem with the LGBTQ. I really don't. Community. I don't.
Me neither.
I really. I
like those.
I really don't. I really.
I fuck with y'all.
That's
some of y'all.
That's
some of y'all be doing too damn much.
That's not my lane to say what you should and should not really do, because it's your life and you're gonna have to live that and take that up with whoever you believe in at the end of the day. That's how I feel.
Big facts.
That's just how I see it. I mean, I am not going to try to convince someone who has already made their mind up. That's where I am with that kind of talking. I can get tying in with religion. I can get in that bag and deep into it. But at the end of the day, like the higher power which I serve sees us all as the same. He doesn't look at us any different. It's not a love or a hate thing. That's at least the one I serve, my faith. Okay. And I can get in a deeper bag with that. All I'm saying is with it.
I feel you on that, bro.
I just feel like you can be whoever you want, but that you shouldn't force people to agree with you, or people just because they have a different of opinion or they not into it. That doesn't make them a villain. It just makes them different, and they have a different opinion, but that's right.
Different. I think that's the thing, is we need to accommodate a lot of perspectives. I think that's where the bottom line is. Like, if one person is different in that sense and somebody else is different on the other spectrum, and these people are on two completely opposite sides of that spectrum, leave them alone. Like there's nothing to do there. Like the person has said with their free speech, I don't like this. Just walk away. You know.
Well, that's the thing. We don't accommodate all perspectives because some perspectives clash with certain laws or beliefs, especially biblical ones.
But I know a lot of people, even society-wide, just to live out here, like you think that would clash? Like
what will clash?
Different opinions or how people are. You think?
Well, yeah, hell yeah, it clashes. I mean, some people don't like gay people because they're gay. Some people don't like Christians because they're Christian.
Yeah, but that's not clashing with your everyday. Ideas. I feel like that shouldn't be clashing with your everyday of hell. Like,
no, I don't think people be just like nasty about it. Like
if I'm at work, that ain't affecting my money any different than affecting yours just because you are a certain way, I'm a certain way.
Yeah, we don't give a damn about that. We just
get this paper. So I don't understand how when you say it clashes. I guess I don't understand your everyday living. That should not.
Yeah, I don't think it. I really don't think it bothers people too much on everyday living. I think it's when it starts to affect them. Like, I think the big thing what people are afraid of is with their kids.
Okay, so do you think
being exposed to certain stuff?
So in this instance, do you think what the web designer had proposed? Do you think that was being discriminating?
No. I'm gonna side with the web developer because you don't know the web developer's audience. Only that web developer knows their audience. So they know if their audience fucking with this or they're not fucking with this.
Or they gonna mess up their business.
Yeah, exactly.
Mess up their clientele. Exactly. They lose money.
And they may
be accommodated for that.
Yeah,
honestly.
And I'm cool with that too. So I just don't like the notion of everything has to be forced. Don't force shit on me. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm fucking with you, okay, all right, cool. Like, I don't mind gay people. Like, I know a lot of gay people. I said this before. I got gay family members. Like it's not a big deal to me. I mean, I'm not trying to do all that, but you know, that's you. Go ahead and do your thing. Like, but I believe in certain stuff, so it's like that doesn't fit in with where I'm going or what I'm trying to do. Like, it's not. Yeah, I don't see it as productive. That's so weird. See it as productive. That's such a weird perspective, guys. But it's true. Like, it's just, I don't know the purpose. Like, okay, if it's giving you fulfillment, but we all have fulfillment as far as life and journey and stuff. But what about purpose? Is there purpose in a relationship with two people of the same sex?
Purpose starts, but see, I don't think
an original purpose we already know.
But see, I think that's a dangerous way of looking at purpose. Purpose has to start with yourself.
Yes,
not like you can't find purpose in other people or the thing that you buy or things that you do.
Yeah,
purpose should come from definitely a different avenue. It should come somewhere in here within you and you alone. That's where, in general sense, I think that's a dangerous way of looking at purpose.
People become part of your purpose when they become part of your journey, a part of your road. So, like, that's relationships. A relationship can be a part of your purpose. Now you guys come together. You guys have purpose together. Now, what's the purpose of two same-sex couples coming together if they're not procreating?
I mean, if we're going that way, I mean, if we're talking relational purpose, I mean, when you're going through your journey with life, I feel like that can happen. Like, okay, it didn't work out with my ex, but there was a purpose on why I had to be in that season with that person.
Yeah, I mean, but that's what I'm saying. Can it be the same thing with same sex?
I think it can be with anybody. Couple. I think purpose, if they are there for a season or you're with some for your experiences, those are all
for your learning benefit.
All purpose.
Okay.
That's what
I'll take it.
But that's what I think. I don't know.
What do you think, I don't know, because I ain't gay. I was like, how do you know what I mean? It's hard to speak like from that perspective because like
and I'm gonna get and like I said before, I want to get more.
We need some gay people on the show.
Just to Just to give that light and that perspective. I would love that though.
Hey.
What do you think, Veronica, in all this madness?
Honestly, I think most people just need to like learn two things. If someone doesn't believe in something you believe in, leave them alone. Like, it's really not that hard. Like, that's why a lot of people like get in fights, you know, or dispute for matters that are way beyond them, you know, and these things don't take time, you know. It's not going to be like, I want you to look at every movement that has ever lived, starting with feminism, for example, right? Like, let's take a political.
God damn. All right, here we go. Go ahead. Just do what you're gonna do. Do what you're gonna do.
Like,
great example.
Veronica.
It's like really.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
What happened there?
Continue.
Guys, I want you to always remember this. There's always like a society that's like, you know, broskies, right? But then there's also this side of like, you know, who raised broski? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a maternal figure as well as a paternal figure in every household, you know? And we started the whole revolution of, I want to go to work. You know, I want to work the job. I want to do the darn thing. I want to do it now. You know, and I'm like, okay, so we've gone from like women like cooking, which is something like I could have done like without like any problems whatsoever. Raising kids, like I would have done that for free. I'm doing it already for free. God damn it. And I'm like literally thinking about it right now. I'm like, why can't I just do that for a living? And nobody has an answer for me. They're like, well, Veronica, it's 2023 and you know, it's a hard life. No. And that's the funny thing is it's been put on me too now. So it's all of us. We're all in this. So if a person says to you, okay, I believe that all women should be working class women and we should all have jobs and we should all go out there and hustle and bustle and break our backs, and then we can't even have the kids we want because we're working ourselves to death at this point. What exactly is the bottom line? And where do you see yourself in the next 10 years? So if that's the first movement that ever existed, and this is a woman, a feminist, or whatever you call me, telling you all of this now, I want you to imagine what it might look like for the people who are advocating for a lot of movements to come. That's it. That's all I'm going to say right there. And I'm going to end it there. You know?
Can you be a little specific for the movements?
You think she gonna speak for every movement?
Or like
I can't speak for every movement. I can only speak for the movement that I thought was most related to me, right?
You talking about so you talking about most of the stuff that you know, women empowerment are going for today as far as like relationships and job security, high pay, you know, their status and position in society, basically, right?
Those things take time.
Like every other movie.
So do you want that kind of stuff, or would you want like more traditional roles for women, like cooking, cleaning, you know, taking care of children? You know, do you like that better, or do you feel like would you more prefer leadership roles, I guess, you know, in the workspace, communities, like, you know, that's really what it is, kind of. So, like, I mean, how do you like it? Do you want both? Like, that's a fair question.
It should be both. I think that men do both already, you know? I don't think that one person needs to be like designated to like do one thing in the house, or one person needs to like do all the work. Because let's be realistic about it now, because if I was like dreaming about it, I'd be like, yeah, just put me in a kitchen, I clean up some, you know, like that would be my dream life, honestly. Like cooking. I mean, I've seen like some of these like TikTokers now that are like traditional like housewives, and they're like cleaning and that's her job, and she does laundry all day and she's making matcha lattes. Like, my goodness, like sign me up. sign me up.
Like when I'm like like when I look at women, okay, I'm gonna give y'all my perspective on this because I know this is kind of a heavy topic, and a lot of people have been thinking about this, and like it's been on social media and stuff. But when I look at my mother, my mom, you know, I still live at home, guys. She's not married right now, and you know, it's me and my brother. We're here. She feels more comfortable and more happy when she's like in the yard gardening, cooking, making us dinner, lunch. You know, I don't tell her to do it. I'm a grown ass man. I'm like, Mom, you don't gotta do that shit for me. Like, I know how to survive. But I let her do it because it makes her happy.
Literally. You see her face like when it's like, oh, you ate your food and you said like,
and it's good. And I tell her it's good. Like, she loves that. And it's like, you know, and I'm starting to notice it more with my girlfriend. Like, you know, I do the man shit. Like, I'm building the furniture and I'm doing this. She's just sitting back enjoying this shit. Like, it's something when women can just kind of do like I don't know, they just like it. And when I'm doing my furniture or whatever I'm doing, yard, I don't give a fuck. Like, I feel good about it. Like, I feel like I'm helping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it feels more natural than if I was to be trying to cook. And like, I can cook too, like, don't get me wrong, but I can clean and do all that, but it feels more natural, and I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. It feels natural.
Yeah.
I
don't know. Like, I can't be like,
you don't have to be dainty to do shit, but like you can just do shit. You know, like there's no. People need to get it. There's always this. I feel like, and this is just where I want to cut it. Like all this little. There's always society always try to tell you what you should be doing, or there's no rules to this. That's what the thing is. There's certain rules, I feel like, but there's no cookie cutter way to make a person who they are. Yeah. Who they are is who they are. You can't ever like box me in to think that I'm supposed to be one way or a certain way, because I am all the ways that I choose to be. Like, and that's just what it is. Like, you're good. You can meet. You are one created player, everybody. That means you have all these different attributes and things about you, what you do, what you can't, what you believe in, that may be similar to people, may be totally different around this world, but that's what makes you you. No one can ever, there's no rule that.
Yeah, and there's no rules for a relationship.
Not at all.
If a woman does more masculine shit than you, then all right, nigga, that's your girl, whatever.
If that works for the relationship with y'all, like that's your relationship. That's just what it is. If like, that's what works for y'all,
that is whatever you like.
So that's what it is.
Whatever you like.
So Veronica, we about to play a game with you though.
Yeah.
We done and basically it's either this or that.
Oh. Okay. You can do with this, or you can do with that. Or you can do with this, or you can do with that, or you can do with this, or this is what is that. Hey, shout out to 2K. What up, bro?
All right. So you ready for your first?
What's up, bro? Oh, are we both answering it, or she's just answering?
We can. Well, yeah, we can answer it too.
Okay.
But let her answer it.
Okay.
All right. Here's your first one. You ready?
Oh my god.
Would you rather never be stuck in traffic again or never get another cold?
Oh shit.
Never traffic.
Traffic. I'm going with traffic too. I can do it.
Yeah.
Traffic.
They ain't never get a cold though. That's
traffic.
Crazy.
Yeah, I know. That'd be crazy. Right. Would you rather live on the beach or in a cabin in the woods?
On the beach.
I'm definitely saying the beach. I would never go.
I'm going with the cabin.
Yeah.
Would you rather be completely invisible for one day or be able to fly for one day?
Invisibility.
Why? That's
a good one.
What would you do? I want to know, if you was invisible for one day, what would you do? Yeah, that's where you get. This is where you get to the minds of what people, how they are.
Devious minds.
Exactly. I can see it on your face. I can see it on your face. You will use this power for evil for one day.
Dexter's laboratory.
Head ass.
Oh, invisible ass nigga.
Would you rather be feared by all
I'm gonna go fly on
or
that.
loved by all?
I think loved by all is something I've always, like, childhood dreams would be that. But I think, like, realistically, you'd be better off having people fear you. Wait, does that answer the question?
Yeah, it does. I'd rather have people fear me in a sense, because I don't think I could trust. I don't think that comes from a genuine place. Everybody like love, like, no, they're out in my head. You're out to get something. Like, everybody love you is something wrong. Like, it's something wrong.
I'll take the love.
Love. Would you rather donate your body to science or donate your organs to people who need them?
None of the above.
She said, I choose C.
What was the question?
It said, would you rather donate your body to science or donate organs to people who need them?
I'm going to go to mines, to the organs that people who need them.
That's too nice, but I might do that too. It depends.
I mean, science, they just going to experiment on your ass.
Oh my God.
You don't see your kneecap.
Go ahead. See how it works, nigga. Go ahead. Inspector Gadget ass.
Let me put this gadget up in this mouth.
Inspector Gadget ass.
You experimenting on me. Stop it now. Yeah, nigga. You signed your body away. It's gone forever.
It's gone.
My man.
Damn, bro, you can never get it back. You lose either way if you ask me. Would you rather lose your passport or lose your smartphone?
Oh, dang, that's tough.
Can you get a replacement for the passport and the phone?
You trying to think outside the box.
I'm always thinking outside.
Either this or that.
I'm gonna go with the phone.
It's either this or that.
I feel like,
oh my gosh, you guys. I guess you can lose a passport, but you can't really lose a phone and like survive it all the time. Like,
if somebody finds your passport, exactly. Can they steal your identity? Like, can they travel with that shit or take your?
No, they can't. They just get arrested and you get your passport back.
I'm gonna lose my passport because if somebody get my phone, I feel like it's over. So
my phone.
The phones have more information now than your passport ever has. You know that, right?
Too much.
Yeah. So give me. I'm losing my passport if I have
lose the passport. You be fine.
Yeah.
I was gonna say some stuff.
Anyways, I want to know. I don't want to know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I want to know. I don't want to know what you're about to say.
All right, what's the next
Would you rather walk barefoot in a public restroom or get poisoned?
Wait, what? Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
Would you rather walk barefoot in a public restroom or get poisoned?
Barefoot in a public bathroom.
That's nasty.
Yeah, right.
I know. It's better than getting poisoned.
I'll probably do the same thing. I ain't gonna lie. I've done it before. I mean, going to the Raging Waters or one of those water parks, nigga, you niggas be pissing in that shit, and you got and you just came out the whirlpool and you ain't got no shoes. Yeah.
Would you rather?
Or if you're in the gym, those niggas, nah, don't do that. That's nasty. Oh, you a nasty.
You crazy. Exactly. You crazy. That's cringy. That's a little cringy for me.
Very cringy.
That's a little cringy. That's a little bit too for me. Nah, I'm good, bro. I'm good out here.
Okay, go ahead.
Would you rather someone read your diary or someone read your text messages?
They can read the diary. They can read.
Yeah, I'll choose diary. I'm choosing diary.
Yeah, I mean it's kind of I don't know. I'll pass on that one. I'm just gonna pass. I don't know what the fuck to say on that. Because sometimes, never mind. Just go ahead.
Oh, you was a sneaky one, ain't you?
Nah, because like, all right, I'll tell you. Like, because sometimes shit you might be going through in life, you put it in your journal, your diary, whatever. And then some of that might include the text messages or what y'all talked about. You know, or what you going through.
Okay.
So it's like, it doesn't matter if they go through the journal or the text, you might see the same shit. Or a different, I guess, perspective of it. I don't know.
No, you're right. Definitely. I think that's actually my case too. Like most of like the weirdest text messages I'll get, I'll put it in there too. I'll be like, this was weird today.
This might be what's going on with me. Man, you never know. Life is different, man. God works in mysterious ways. Anyways, I don't know how I got that from text messages.
Anyway, I mean, man, let me be. The moment these go here, the moment people go be watching, and they go think, no.
For everything, I want to do a skit like that. Just point to God for everything. No, it was God.
Yeah, exactly.
That was Jesus. That would be awesome. I would love that. There's been too many jokes already.
Last one.
Veronica, we enjoyed having you on today.
Would you rather?
I did.
Yeah. Would you rather have a giant tongue or giant feet?
Dang.
You guys, this is a bad terrible one.
Oh my God.
Come right, you want a giant tongue and you want some big flippers.
Damn, that sucks. Hey,
you
y'all
want to wear
IG,
cloud shoes?
IG, y'all want a big tongue or a big foot? Which one?
I'll go with the big. Oh my goodness.
She can't even say it.
The public want to know.
All right, what you want? That big tongue or that big foot, girl? What you want? That big tongue or that big foot?
I don't know.
Tell your girl that.
I don't know. Oh my God! Like how big we talking? Like clown feet? Like
God, I'm done.
You got some custom shoes made.
This. It's done. This is done.
She got an answer.
I know.
She got an answer.
Right, Veronica. Which one do you want? The big tongue.
She don't want it. It's what is she would have.
Yeah, what you have? What do you want on your body?
I can't think of any answer right now, you guys. Leave me alone.
Right,
you've been a good contestant. So this is a part of the show, Veronica, that we call our Black Business segment. Basically, we just give some shout, and it doesn't have to be a Black business. I just keep telling people that we just cater to our own a lot more. But for the people, but it can be any business that you have in mind that you want to shout out that gives this platform of people to follow and inquire about or to get more information of it. So like
share a spotlight.
But let me get this music started, and you can think of any business, or even if it's yours, any business that you have that you want to shout out.
I have the pleasure to present to you Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
Black.
I am happy to join with you today.
Black. Yeah.
All right. Let's get it. I don't have one right now, so just to be honest.
My business shout out. What have I been lately? I will shout out Prohibition. That's in LA. They're all over the place.
Okay.
They're a good restaurant.
Okay.
I like them. For our people,
We don't listen.
I'm gonna shout out my mom. She's a realtor. She has many listings, selling houses, buying houses, mortgages, loans, whatever you guys need, all your real estate needs. It's important for our people to invest in real estate. You build you build wealth over time through real estate because your equity builds, your property value builds when you buy real estate. So I advise everybody to put away every paycheck you get, put away $5, $10, $15, whatever you can to build that lump sum of money, $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 to buy your first property. With your first property, you can leverage that, build equity in the property, and purchase more property. So you need a realtor, hire my mom. She'll help you out.
Got you. You got one, Veronica?
Yeah. So you guys, you can follow Rhythms of the Village in Pasadena. That's a really nice.
Pasadena.
All right. Cool.
It's technically Altadena, which is in the city. So you're gonna be really, really, really excited. Altadena is just about as a culturally diverse as any other amazing city out there. It's really nice, local store, business, and it's Black run. I personally will be teaching there too as well. If you're like interested in like African dances and like things to do for fun, like go into the store, pick out like your favorite costume. You can like pick out like jewelry. There's a lot of African jewelry, a lot of African like costumes and like paintings. And Eze, my cousin over there, he basically he runs the store. He does most of the like the costume designs, and his dad used to sing for Fela. Well, he used to do the drums for Fela. Fela used to sing on their band, and they were like amazing pioneers back in the day. So if you're like really into like Igbo dance culture, or West African dance and culture, he teaches Igbo, he teaches Yoruba, he teaches one of the other minor languages, which is like a Benin translated into like partly like Edo phonetics. So those kinds of things. He's a professor of cultural studies as well. So you might want to check out that store. Again, it's Rhythms of the Village in Altadena. Okay, check it out. Yeah, their Instagram is basically like Rhythms of the Village at Rhythms of the Village. You'll see it right. Okay. And then you can follow my business. I'm a certified yoga instructor, 200 hours. You can follow me on my personal page at _VEEORONCAI. I don't even know how to spell my name right now. Okay.
All right. Well,
at Veronica _ with 2 E's. So at Veronica _ with an O. So that's it. And then my African yoga flow page is at Afri Yoga Flow, and that's it. So you guys check it out if you're interested. Again, Rhythms of the Village, Altadena.
Nice. I love that.
Nice.
And in my city.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for those of you guys, my mom's real estate Instagram is H Veronica J, I think 67, if I'm not mistaken. I'll post it up.
I would ask. Oh yeah, okay. So one important question that we asked, yeah, because she already gave her words of wisdom. I want to bring up, but so on the grind, like we appreciate people's journey, and we just all the things. This question we always ask everybody: where you are now in your life, if you could go back and give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be?
my younger self, I actually did this little thing the other day where you like hold your younger self in your mind and like walk on the journey you're on right now. So this is like it's like we're going in a circle right now, which is amazing. I love doing those kinds of like
metaphysics.
Yeah, it feels good for my body and my mind right now. So it's like I think what I would tell my younger self is stop doubting yourself, stop questioning yourself, and just embrace who you are. You know, like hug yourself. And I think that that's something like I would like to tell myself right now more often as well.
Yeah, facts.
Which is really funny. It really comes full circle when you think about it. So yeah.
Universal laws. Love on yourself.
Facts. That is facts. I love that. That I would give a. I would say for the words of wisdom, actually, you gave it. It just being prepared.
My dad used to say preparation for presentation. Whatever it is you in life you're trying to prepare for, start getting ready for it now. And by the time you're actually ready, it'll be that time.
Yeah. It's a thing of preparation, meeting opportunity that will give you.
Opportunity means preparation. Nipsey Hussle.
Yep. You already know what it is. But yeah, I like that what you said earlier. So that whole preparation, that's a word of wisdom for sure that people can take with them. Stay ready and got to get ready.
I wish we could have talked more about your yoga journey and your business, but it's okay.
Good thing that you can always come back on the show and maybe you can actually come live and in person. So
we'll definitely
have you back, but we definitely appreciate you actually just being on the pod. You know what I'm saying?
It was fun.
First time, it was fun. Like, I hope you enjoyed yourself. I hope that you like what you see, and yeah. It was an honor having you. I want to give you another round of applause real quick.
Round of applause. Yeah. Man, honestly.
Thanks for having me. I really appreciate this. This was amazing. Yeah, there was a serious jam on the freeway today, but aside from that, like I'll definitely be back and I bring free boards. We can like literally like try and talk more about like politics, relationships, wellness, which is something I feel like we need to dive into as a community. So next time, I guess you guys could stay tuned. We'll be talking about like things for the mind, you know, mind and body.
We will though. You will be back.
Don't worry.
So yeah, this has been episode 34 of the Grind Podcast. We're gonna give you a little bit of plugs in. Again, I am. You can follow my Instagram, Tanksley Designs. It is not a personal page; it is a business page. Follow me. Get inquiries about any freelance work that you may need. I'm good at what I do. I am also kind of currently in the works of making a children's book. So I'm stepping up my game in my designing.
Yeah.
Hit me up, you know
Let's
what I'm saying?
go.
You know, I'm doing stuff out here in silence. And follow my Twitter at Tank. Tank of America. I guess Facebook, if you can find me, you follow me there too. You give the rest.
Okay, y'all. This your boy AJ. What it do? You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, at did I say Instagram, Twitter, TikTok? What else?
I don't know.
Okay. At Saint Jones 33. That's Saint Jones 33. Also, you can follow the pod on Instagram, and Instagram is at the Grind Podcast 1.
Yeah.
Twitter at TGP1914. I gotta change that one.
Yeah. Follow our Patreon.
Yeah.
Patreon is also, I think, TGP.
The Patreon is subscription based, all exclusive stuff. So
it is a free trial.
Yeah,
I'll keep telling y'all can do a free trial and see how it is. Get all the benefits you can.
Free trial, and then eventually it turns to subscription, which is like maybe $3 a month or something like that. But we appreciate the support. It's going to be a lot of stuff we're going to give away with that. We're going to do a lot of good things with that Patreon.
Facts.
And then as far as like free content, just go to YouTube. We post all our full episodes on there. The visuals, you'll see Veronica and you'll see us. And you can see this conversation that we had in
facts. Anything that gets cut out here, you may just go see what you missed.
Yep. So subscribe, turn on your notifications, share, like, all that good stuff. Right. So we appreciate everybody for tuning in. We definitely appreciate Veronica for pulling up, stopping through on the pod. She gonna pull up next time.
Tell your friends. Make them come on the pod with you. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole show.
Leave a review.
Right. Leave us some reviews.
Follow on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Yeah, we're really trying to build it up, and we definitely appreciate Veronica for helping us build along this journey. So can't wait to keep building with you, Veronica. Yeah, that's it.
Veronica, do you have like a favorite song that's out right now? Something that you're listening to?
My favorite song right now. It's by David O.
David O.
Kante, like Kante. Kante. That's my favorite song right now.
Kato Mate.
Let me see if I can find it. Oh,
you said Kante. It sounds like Kato Mate.
Let me see if this is it. Let me see. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's bobbing. Hold on, she's smiling. Hey yo, this has been an episode of the Grind Podcast, episode 34. Everybody have a good Saturday.
Go follow, go like. Have a great one, y'all. Happy 4th of July.
And we out.
Happy 4th. Oh, happy birthday to my baby too. Her birthday is July 7th. Happy birthday, baby. Love you. No, I got it back. Oh, she got the vibes going right now. Look, black guy.